I know. Mistake. There you go. Especially since I may have been a mistake to even build you on this island, because, like... Did I just waste my time? Also, does this thing, like... What are you, solar powered? They just give up on the whole conceit of attaching you to a base? I'm really surprised that I could just build it anywhere, apparently. What the fuck? You weren't here. You were definitely not here. I would have seen you. It definitely spawns the beacons in when they activate them. I guess I can pick mine up now. Where is mine? Hey, stop it. Did they get rid of... Oh, mine fell through the floor. Mine fell through the floor. Well, now it's even less of a useful beacon if it did that. Look. Bye-bye. Say hello to Fire Robotics landing pad, which can now be a more okay color. I guess I use yellow, usually, for the locations that aren't my bases, although it is also my base, so... kind of a moot point in it. And Jelly Cave we're probably never going to use again, so goodbye to you. Okay, so we're kind of done here. And there's more of those Snow Fox locations, but I guess I'm just supposed to assume it's broken. I guess they're not solar powered, because this one's indoors, which would be a bad place to build that if it's solar powered. It's just... I just don't have... It's just that it apparently recharges the mistake, but also the mistake... It also doesn't seem to require power, so I don't know. I don't know the rules, man. I don't know the rules. All I know is I made this big old base, and it's got a bunch of chunks of stuff in it. I'll probably want to come back to get at least, like, the silver and shit. Do I have any more silver left? Well, there's a bunch of veins full of silver, so I'll come back for those at some point, I think. Until I get more fur, I can't turn this fiber mesh into more suit stuff, which is the sadness. But yeah, I can leave these like keepsakes and the poster is here, and I can take them to my base later because now I know that I'm right next to the water, so an off-camera trip will largely solve those problems. Let's go ahead and switch out the batteries on all my things before I depart. Kind of thought I did more base building than that, but it's pretty full overall. Get rid of the depleted ones. Oh yeah, my extra scanner. I guess I'll just use this. There, I'm healed. Got the antidote, that's a big deal. And that's more or less the deal. Okay, so I've got a cold suit. I guess it's time for like one last loop where I make sure I've explored everything. So that's kind of a moot. I don't know. I've been most of those directions. I think it's mainly over here I haven't been yet. Like this direction. Maybe that'll justify my mistake. Let's see. Repulsion cannon's less likely to be useful, but a repair tool. How you doing? You're repaired? Okay. Thought I crashed it a bit more. No, it's good. Do I do anything with these like dials and... I don't think so. Ba-boom. Now this is pod racing. Oh! It does that apparently. Whoa. You kind of teleport away from it. More titanium. That looks weirdly gory. A blood spatter. Ba-doop. Okay, so okay. Woo! Oh, it's another one of those assholes. I'm just being attacked left and right by stalactites. Some more of these. More magnetite. Big boy. Coming. Bunch of red stuff. Is this a new direction or not? I think it's a new direction, so I guess the question is whether it's looping around to a place I've already been. Does this appear too? Are we back at the OG area or a new place? Ladder up there seems kind of familiar. Damn. Oh, he coming. Man, I am not pretending, by the way. I genuinely cannot keep a lot of these directions straight because it's so... I'm sorry, did I just get a glimmer in the bottom right corner? What was that? Maybe, maybe not. I thought I saw the scanner pop up in the bottom right corner. Nice little straightaway. It's like having a street. Definitely still curious about what the threat was supposed to be. It was supposed to be bad to be on the speeder. They talked about how they had to walk home instead of use the snow fox. There's no dismounting animation. You just teleport off of it. It's kind of far away when you get off of it. This new or old? This might be new. I don't remember. Did I not notice them the first time I came past them, maybe? I thought the other cave was my first exposure to these guys. Unless it was. Ooh, that's not open. That's interesting. Whenever I find one that's not open yet, that is a sign. Ooh. I think this is new. Whoa. This is really open.
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
That's super open. That's new. That's a vehicle area, isn't it? To like justify my dumbass thing I built. If only I could find more fur. Like find there more dens around here maybe? Maybe this whole zone is a place I haven't quite been to before. I wish I could just get fur off of the giant monsters that are made of that fur. That'd be pretty convenient. If I could get it from them, it would make a lot of sense, you know. My vehicle's down there and I have to figure out how to get it up here. At the same time, I'm definitely wondering if I can find more of these guys as dens. To, I guess, steal fur from their babies. They're little fur babies, but like more literal than usual. Ow. So much for snow cushioning your fall, huh? Calm down. Okay, so I'm in the right area, but I gotta find the right spiral of paths to go upstairs. Here's where you are. Where are y'all keeping your babies? The stalactites falling around you definitely feels like it's supposed to be like an occasional thing. And instead it happens every single time. So it's like, why are these stalactites angry at me? Why is nature mad? Kind of a dick move, nature. Alright. Oh, it does. It does fold up in your inventory. That's how I get it up there. If it does... Hey, buddy. Oh, he coming. Where do you keep your babies? I don't want to, like, do anything with the babies. It's just that they shed, I guess. And I guess you don't shed everywhere. Otherwise, that'd be convenient. Is this your den? What's this place?
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
Is this shelter? Ooh. Deep. Did I just find another new place just now? Oh, this doesn't count as shelter. It seems like it would. Oh, that's the sky, isn't it? I thought it wasn't. I guess it got dark enough that I thought I was in a cave. Maybe I am in a cave. I'm less certain than you'd like. Oh yeah, this is where I found it. This is where I had left my thing before. Okay. I would love to have more fur. It feels silly for whatever reason, but maybe I can get more fur by making a scanner room. Now that I know that I'm like easily accessible via the ocean, I could probably go get some table coral, come back, make a scanner room. Where the fuck am I? And then with my scanner room, I could scan for fur, I guess? Seems like a thing you could do. Where am I? Did I cross that? I didn't cross that bridge, did I? Where the fuck am I? I went like this way or something? Yeah, going from the base I turned right. How did turning right go to a giant open expanse? That's not on the map. It's just an incomplete map, I guess. Possible. Oh, is this actually a way? It looked so open a second ago. Is it not open at all? That perspective made it look like a huge open area. I think I've been here before. God, stop it. Yeah. This is just the overall river area. Sorry, everyone. You gotta admit that that camera, when I first looked over that embankment, it didn't look like it was looping in a circle. It looked like it was a huge expanse, like a runway to drive through and explore. No. Well, I guess I more or less finished exploring that one last nodule of map that I hadn't been to yet. There's that. Didn't really amount to that much, but it was new. I think I'll try to go back to the landing pad now. And I guess I can try to cross that bridge. But I can't see where I'm going. Oh, I thought that was water for a second there. Let's see, how long do it take to recharge? Pretty quick.
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
Whoop. Oop. Oh, it threw me in front of it. Just smart to refill this before I make mistakes. Okay, let's check the other side of the bridge then. The bridge is on the map. Crossing that bridge is probably worth doing. Ooh, it might lead to this artifact that's apparently on the surface. Oh, yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah, there's still an artifact in this region that I haven't found yet. So I'm not done yet. That's good to know. Now I've got a somewhat faster way of getting around. Why not? I'll eat it at some point. Eat the water. That would be a mistake.
There is something of significance beyond this bridge. It was important to Alterra, but more important to me.
Will it help us build you a body?
I believe so, yes.
Uh-oh. It says check fluid levels. What's that? Hydraulic fluid. Oh, gotta go craft it? Do I gotta go craft it? Creep vine seed cluster gel sac ×4. Okay. That's gonna require an expedition. Don't have those things here, but they're not hard to get. Ah, one more, right? Yep. So good news, bad news. Yeah. We're gonna directly use the seed cluster, huh? Well, all of my gel sacks are back at the base, and going back to the base is probably easier than finding new gel sacks, I'd say. Oops. But if I'm heading back, I might as well take a quick visit to this little cave. Wait, is this the cave I think I'm at? No? Am I lost again? Kind of. There's my base. So the cave's down here. I just went past it a little bit. I might as well go to this like very busy looking cave and grab all the copper and silver I see in some of the crevices. And take those back to the base. Because I need more silver in particular. If I remember correctly, I think I'm completely out of it at my real base. There's one. That don't hurt to do. So I'll have to go back to my base for the gel sacks. And it'll be very easy to find creep vines. Like on the way there. I'm like stocked up on some silver right now. Yeah, there we go. Justify some of these trips. Accomplish more than one thing at a time. That's how you make it go. I say this stuff acting like I don't waste huge amounts of time in this playthrough. I'm not trying to. It's just what game is and do. Okay, so my idea that stuff is... I just saw those boxes. So this one's still open. I guess the stuff that I don't take closes again. Is new sea monkey... That thing makes me nervous. It looks like it's following me. Coming after my thing. So if I go towards Bowser time, I think I'll arrive at my base. I believe I left that back at Sea Monkey. The fuck sound did I just hear? Didn't like that. Didn't like that. What was that? That was a weird sound. Whatever. Hey! Friend! I like you too. Are you running away from me? Are you luring me into a doom? Alright, so I only needed one. I don't need this propulsion cannon. I already have another one. Another one of these, just in case I need more. For not to get into trouble for not having enough. But I think it only wanted me to have one. Yeah. Oh well. Just wasted my propulsion cannon. I just made some sea monkeys very excited. They're gonna, probably accidentally murder each other with it, to be honest. Whoops. Sorry. Is that my OG base? What is that? Wait, what is this? The fuck is this? I'm just finding stuff via happenstance, ATM. This is Twisty Bridges, right? How close am I to my home, I wonder? But I didn't make this, did I? No, I didn't make this. It's all overgrown and stuff. I don't think I've seen this before. It's just got water in it. It's your chance to learn about foundations, I guess, and grow beds. It's just hanging out here. Huh. As is kind of the norm at the moment, because I've gotten a lot of stuff done. It's just a visual discovery that we then don't get anything from. But that, yeah, that was unexpected. Part of me wonders how astonishingly close to my own base it might be. I don't remember all these loop-de-loops. If this is part of Twisty Bridges, I mean it is, but I don't remember there being loop-de-loops anywhere near where I built my base. Or in general, I don't remember them existing. This probably is like a kind of different place overall. Okay. Oh, I'm really slanted right now. I talked about gathering the coral that is table. Alright, my inventory is full. I guess I don't need all of you. I need 2 table coral. I'm gonna go back and build a scanner room, maybe, to help me find fur, which is apparently a thing I'm willing to test. Because I don't know how to find it otherwise. There's a table coral. That looks familiar. Oh, that piece of debris is really big. What's that? Sea truck fragment. Oh, those are the SOSs. I've got to be really close to my base now. I think I'm really close to my base right now, but the just in a slightly different direction. Like that sea truck fragment was probably hidden by that tentacle thing, I guess. Be gone, fool. There's my base. There you are. You don't really come up much anymore. We've grown beyond you. Although if I did still live there, this would be a shorter commute. I partly wanted to make a new base for my bigger room, and I figured making a new base would be nicer than just tearing down the existing one and rebuilding it from scratch. But I also, it really felt like the progression was pointing in that direction, so I felt like I'd make my trips shorter by going there. I was wrong, because now I'm going up on the ice, which is exactly where being in that central location would have been helpful. I think that one rumble that sounds like almost like a Leviathan that worries me sometimes is actually just geyser sounds, basically. It's just the geyser being a geyser. We're almost there. Keeping an eye out for scaries. I always hear scary sounds around here, but then I never see anything. We know that the Chelicerate's in scanning range. So I always wonder if that's it, because I don't think it's the squid sharks.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
This is the repair tool. Okay. The repair tool always... Is it the repair tool? Yes. There it is. I don't know why it wasn't working. The repair tool certainly always looks like a laser cutter to me, which really throws me off. There's Bowser time. Hello, we're back home. How you guys doing in here? Thriving and whatnot? Having a good time? Oh, I didn't bring all my posters home. I'll do that some other time. I guess recharge these batteries. I think I have like a, yeah. Oh wait, let's get rid of... Got some space to clear first. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should be enough to make 2 of the fluid things. I only saw evidence of 1 missing one, so I probably only have to make 1, but I'll make 2 just cause why not? I got the sups. Let's spend them. Okay, so I need... Might want to bring the stuff back just for a scanner room. So, copper, copper, gold, 5 titanium. I have titanium back. I have copper back there. Just have enough on me. Why not? I think both bases have plenty of copper right now. Gold I'll have none of. So... yeah, everything but titanium's in my inventory, so I just gotta go back to get that titanium and we're gonna be good. Okay. I'm ready to head on back with my new thingy thing, and we'll open up the bridge, craft a scanning room, other stuff.
I take a deep, deep dive into the ocean light. There's a world that moves just right under the tide, but I'll never know unless I look inside. I take a deep, deep dive.
Swimming with the monsters, subnautic stimulus.
See,
I'm kind of surprised by how similar a lot of them are, like genre-wise or whatever. There's like a weird blending between a lot of them that I did not expect between those things. But I don't know. There's they're definitely not all created equal when it comes to like lyrics and whatnot. Woo. Do you have that range before? Did you used to have that cave showing? That's interesting. But God, I remember when I used to like listen to more like parody video game music. Specifically, like I remember like Captain Sparkles and Miracle of Sound and so on for like 10 years ago practically, I think, like back when I was in college. Definitely aged out of that stuff over time, or kind of matured out of that to some extent. But there's in particular, there's like a particular style of video game musician that kind of just like says a bunch of hyper literal shit about a video game, kind of just like, this is technically a song, it says a bunch of things that sound like they're from the game and they all rhyme and so on, and it's just like a bunch of really literal like, I also think of like Starbomb a little bit, where like some of it's funny and some of it's a little better, but some of it's just like, I'm saying a bunch of words that pander to the people that like this particular game. I list a lot of things that are recognizable terms for you, the guy who plays it. Like when I looked at like one of those songs just straight up mentioned blueprints, and I'm like, okay man. Of all things to mention about the tone of some, that texture's freaking out, by the way, whatever, like the overall thing. I noticed that when I was playing the music, but like that thing's freaking out. Like that one song really lost me when it literally mentioned blueprints, and I'm like, okay, come on, like that's not, you're not making like a tone piece that features the aesthetic of Subnautica or anything. You're just like name dropping a bunch of the game's mechanics. It's like, aha, I jump on a turtle shell, grab a 1-up, bitch. It's like, all right, sir, yeah, I've also played Mario, but like that's not what I'm going for usually when I want video game inspired music, which is like already like, admittedly, like I don't know what we're expecting, I guess. I don't know. I think I hit a point where like the pandering, there was a point in my life where the pandering was working on me, but then eventually I hit a point where I'm just like, this is just music but worse, but it gets away with being worse by just saying a bunch of things that sound familiar to me, and like that makes a tingle happen in my brain. I always forget that I have to get leaves instead of berries. Whoops. But yeah, at first glance I'm like, oh, it's a bunch of Subnautica music, that might be interesting, but when I get the chance to sample it, I'm like, almost none of this sounds very good. I'm both disappointed by the more pandery nature of a lot of it, but also not super into that's like 4 more, that's probably good, right? I'm also not super into the fact that they seem to have mostly congealed into like the same genre. And maybe that's like a certain combination of spooky and chill that Subnautica inspires, so maybe they all kind of want to be in that particular genre scape, but putting them all end to end, you kind of get the sense like, oh, they all kind of took the same inspiration though, didn't they? Okay, so I got food. I got the stuff I need. I got the thing crafted. I'll try to reconnect this. Hello, Squid Shark. Alright, and I'll spare you guys the return trip because I don't want to commentate over more travel time. Sup, bitch as. How doeth thee, and what's not? Which one should I do first? I guess I should make the scanner room first. Oops. Classic. One button is mapped to everything, so it's hard to choose between interacting with something or grabbing it. Heading on back. Subnautica is such a weird, specific territory of game. Like, I could just go on about how I just want to just play it kind of all the time forever in a weird way. But also, it's like deeply flawed. In certain ways, Below Zero is probably more flawed, but also Subnautica was always deeply flawed in certain ways as far as the actual gameplay goes. But as like a tone piece and an environment and so on, and just like a game to chill with and so on, it's like a comfort blanket you never want to stop having, except for the parts that are terrifying. I know comfort blanket's a weird thing to hear me say about Subnautica for obvious reasons. I don't need to go in here. That's not what I... Wait, I do need to go in here because it's... Fuck, I'm in... Stupid. I hate these doors. I hate these doors. They're stupid long animations. Alright. Boop, 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 boop. There you go. Now I can go back. I was gonna make the scanner room to see if it can scan for... But then I remember... Let's not explain everything. It's not necessary. What the fuck? How do I... Base building in this game, man. Okay, that's the cardinal directions, I guess? Okay. I guess that makes sense. This is where I find out that none of the directions work. Ah! Why not? Why not? God, base building, why are you like this, man? Just unnecessary, you just kind of like... Oop! I can build you facing this way. What the fuck, bro? Okay, wait, why can't I build a hallway? What's in the way? Oopsie. Whoopsie doopsie. Well, this annoying. In it. Mondo Annoyo. Oh, it's fine. I'll brute force a solution out of it whether they like it or not. Don't worry. Just gonna grab a billion titanium. Because, you know, I got it. There's just a lot of titanium around. And I'll do the same shit I did earlier where I build a second floor on top of that stupid hallway. And then hopefully I can make a scanner room on the end of that one. Fuck, it's like shaped fucky, isn't it? Okay, no, I can attach it here. That's good. I guess the wavy ground makes it so I can't build it where I want to build it. And now I can just build a ladder in there, and it'll be annoying that I have to use a ladder, because ladders are weird in this game. But I made it work. The game kind of could use like a, just to make it look better, it could use like a curving up like hallway. Like a ladder-based compartment that isn't a hallway that keeps going. Vertical base connector. Oh. Okay, see now I want to put that on my base, because now I want to just see how'd that do. Alright, hang on a second. Can I put a... First of all, can I put a ladder in the middle of this room? Will they let me do that? The answer appears to be no. How do I put a ladder? Okay, putting it there by pointing it there. So I have to point it at the roof. And no let me do that. Can I place a vertical connector? By pointing here. No? No. Here we run into the issue that is the fact that this would probably work in a different situation, but I have to obey gravity right now because I'm above ground, and that is annoying. But it's what it's how we live at ATM. Ooh, okay, I'm on top. Oof. No. Whew. You dick. I just want to see if you'll let me put it up here. Dang it. Okay, there we go. If my current actions seem pointless, it's because they are. I literally just saw the vertical connector and wanted to include it because it exists. Because it might look kind of neat if the scanner room was like way up in the air. Can I attach it there? No? Is that how do? There you go. I just made the scanner room go higher for no reason, basically. But I've never used a vertical connector before, and I wanted to, basically. I would have liked to have the vertical connector come out of the top of the base, and then I could just climb a ladder into my scanner room. But if that is possible, I can't get on top of the building to place it there. So we'll never know. Hello. Look at this. Look at this nice clean map of that's too high because it's altitude based or whatever. Is that the jelly cavern down there? Okay, please scan pangolin research. That would have been helpful a minute ago, but you know, fuck me. Well, we try things, you know? We're trying things, people. I do trying of things. Sometimes trying things no work out very good, but we try nonetheless, don't we? Just hang in there with the trying and trying to get eaten alive by a giant super dragon that was like... You know, those things were really big. I've looked it up, and like those things are really fucking big, and I don't think that was necessarily always clear because of how far away I stayed from them. I never found them that scary. I might have been more awe-inspired by their sheer size if I saw them more up close. But because it's a wacky dragon monster, it definitely doesn't tap any of those fear buttons in my brain that freak out about all of the Leviathan-y things. Alright, I'm not gonna leave you hanging. We're at least gonna fucking activate that bridge, if not actually cross it. We're at least going to accomplish that much. I could use food a little bit. Are there any trees in this particular cave? Yes, there's a tree in this cave. Thank you so much. I've got supplies, but I'd rather not use them, but I really need to, because they save me from freezing to death. Alright, so no luck finding more fur. Maybe I can keep going to that one fur location over and over again. I don't know. Maybe I'll poke around for more fur off camera in the future, but I'm tired of wandering this island, and if I have that feeling, that usually means that the audience is getting tired of me wandering this island too. So no more loops around this confusing place. And now we activate this bullshit. Okay. Hey, yep, you only need one. That might be the only one you need ever. Extend. Progress music. Making progress sounds. Yeah. We did it. We crossed a bridge. I like seeing like progression areas like that, where it's like, oh, you gotta solve this problem in order to continue. Having that kind of environmental change is neat, because you're like unlocking new areas as you go. In ways other than just unlocking a depth module, basically. Which was often what they did. Okay. Next up. I don't know, a second half of this island? Oh god. It could be bigger for all I know.